When he's Grey Hulk.
Yeah, Grey Hulk's cool. Grey Hulk's the one where he's he's really
when he's
smart.
Joe Fixit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Fixit was a like code name he used for a time.
Yeah.
Even though, how would you not notice that was the Hulk?
No, don't worry about it.
He's gray. That's how you don't know. That's how. But
He's big as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't like. I don't like Hulk, and I hate Cyclops with a fucking passion.
Like, the one thing I give on the Hulk that was the most interesting, I don't even remember what storyline this is in. But it was basically his powers changed where he could be the Hulk, but if he got angry, then he became Bruce Banner again. Like, he had to keep himself under control. That was interesting.
Okay,
but then again, I don't remember which comic series that was from.
I will say I like it most when like the Hulk and Bruce Banner are like separated, because pretty much like without the Hulk, Bruce Banner is like legit a psychopath that will just run himself to ruin. Because like there was one story where he got separated from the Hulk, and like he got to live on his own island, and like it was the perfect paradise for him. He loved it, but eventually he just got crazy and shit. And I think he was living there with Betty Ross, and he started to realize that like he was like weak as fuck because Betty Ross was also the Red She-Hulk, and she like pretty much fucking spousal abuse every day because he was being a bitch. And he like just made a island of monster people, and yeah, the Hulk had to come and stop him.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I like that concept that Bruce Banner on his own is a terrible monster under the right circumstances.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the Hulk, he would have murdered like a.
Well, speaking of murdering. Hi guys, welcome to the 10th episode of the DADCast. I'm your host, James Hansen, and I'm here joined with my friends, Braden.
I was just gonna see how long I could do it, but I cracked up way too early.
Yeah. Braden. Claude.
Hello.
And George.
Hello there.
And, since we're already talking about Marvel shit, let's
Hey, how much of that did you catch?
Stuff about the Grey Hulk, I think. Let's go ahead and talk about Marvel Comics. I'm just looking. I'm reading off the Polygon article. I don't have it up on the stream right now.
Are we not doing weeks? Or are we just gonna straight skip that?
Oh shit, that's right. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well done.
In my defense,
okay.
In my defense, it's been 2 months. It's been 2 months.
That sounds more like it's been too long.
It has been too long. Anyway, so Braden, we're gonna start with your week.
Okay, I've just been dealing with classes, exams, and I've played a shitload of Subnautica.
How's that? How's Subnautica? Oh yeah, Subnautica is the one.
Wonderful.
It's underwater survive game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, underwater survival game.
There is this like critical moment where you go from being absolutely terrified of the slightest noise to not giving the slightest fuck as something like twice the size of you walks by or swims by.
All right.
There's like this exact moment where it's like there's like these things that will chase after you, and you'll just go right by them, not caring.
Oh. How's the? I'm sorry.
Well, go ahead, James.
Well, I was gonna say, is that how's the spook level compared to like the forest?
It's a lot better than in the forest, you're just kind of like waiting for shit to kind of sneak up on you. In Subnautica, you're just be swimming and you're just hearing these horrible noises in the distance of things you haven't seen.
Ah, okay.
And then eventually you'll see it, and it's even more scary as fuck. Reaper Leviathans are just spooky in general. They're these like fucking 50-meter long fish with claws for faces.
Claws?
Yeah.
Or faces?
Yeah, their face just has like these big fucking like mandibles they grab shit with.
Oh god, that's horrifying.
That's nice. That's
oh yeah,
nice.
no, it's the best.
Okay.
I haven't even gone and found some of the more dangerous shit yet.
Have you met the Sea Kings yet, or?
No. Not yet.
Is this on PC? What is this on?
Yeah, PC.
It is on PC. It might be on
And
consoles.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation 4 and Xbox.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay.
George, is it possible? Can I ask you to can you boost your audio at all? Because I have you on 200%, and you're muffled, almost. I don't know why.
Can you hear me better now?
Go again.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, that was weird. You sounded muffled. I'm sorry.
So the final turning point in Subnautica is the moment you get the prawn suit, because things that you would normally just if it starts chasing you, you just gotta keep going. As soon as you get the prawn suit, they basically can't hurt you, so you just turn around and fucking punch it. It's the best. Yeah, the prawn suit has fucking arms, so you can punch shit.
Why is it called the prawn suit? Are you Australian?
I don't know why. No.
Okay.
It's like an undersea mech, basically.
Ah, okay.
With punchy arms, it's the best.
I'm okay with punchy arms. Punchy arms are pretty cool.
Because there's these shit that, in the beginning of the game, they're super close to where you start, and they're, scary as shit. Later on in the game, you're just walking through where they swim, one of them comes up to you, just turn it, punch it in the face.
Oh.
It's the best feeling.
Okay. I can dig it. Is that all for your week?
That's pretty much my whole week.
Okay.
I put so many hours into Subnautica this week.
How many hours do you know off the top of your head?
Let's see. I'm at 43 hours right now. I think I was at 8 at the beginning of the week.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You might have a problem. You might need to,
It's been whole afternoons, man. That game is great.
Maybe back off a couple hours. Just back off.
I did leave it running for the entirety of one day, though.
Oh my god, why?
Because I had to go to class, but I didn't want to close the game, so I just left it going.
What the fuck? Alright, that's pretty good. My week was pretty short. My past couple of weeks have been very short because I am coming back from recovering from a burn injury. It was a second-degree burn on my arm because I was an idiot and opened up a radiator when I shouldn't have. We probably would have had a DADCast earlier than now had it not happened, but it did, so I was left without my proper equipment for a good podcast. And I didn't want to have a bad podcast because I'm a fucking stickler for audio most of the time.
Man, you should have just held a Henry tier podcast. Just keep typing the entire time.
Playing Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Not even
the
a good
loudest
Fallout.
keyboard.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. My keyboard's hella loud, but yeah, fucking Henry tier.
That's the bar. That's the bar for this podcast.
Yeah, jeez. But in the meantime, I played a lot of. I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't have a PS4, so I haven't been able to, or PS3, so I haven't been able to play the 2.5 version. But I've been playing a version that's basically the same. It's an emulated version of Final Mix on the PS2, which is what 2.5 HD is. It's just an English patched version of the initial Japanese version. So I've been playing that a lot. I ended up fucking up. I use a lot of save states when I'm playing because boss fights are annoying sometimes. Okay. I'm doing a 100% critical mode. Critical mode is the hardest difficulty. You take twice as much damage, do twice as much damage, and you also get 75% experience points compared to proud mode. So
okay.
Yeah, so it's the hardest in that enemies one-shot you a lot easier. One-shots are kind of a big thing in this game, especially with combos. So I use save states a lot to kind of negate that. And I end up fucking up at one point. I went to fight Sephiroth. And I hadn't saved in a while. I hadn't saved since I started the Tron world. And I loaded up a save. I saved. I thought I saved my state before the Sephiroth fight. Turns out I didn't. The last time I used a save state was in the Tron world, about really early on into it. Which was about 2 hours prior to the Sephiroth fight, and
contribute at all.
And then I accidentally loaded up that save state instead of the Sephiroth one. So I'm 2 hours behind my normal progress for Kingdom Hearts 2.
How mad did that make you?
It made me so mad I haven't touched the game since.
Well, that's pretty bad.
It is. And it's just because the Tron world's kind of boring in that part, because it's weird. It's got the only boss fight so far that I've seen where it requires you to put the Disney character in your party, but it doesn't tell you until the boss fight starts. So there's a save room, like, and it's only kind of annoying because you have to, if you fuck up and you don't do it, then you have to purposely die, which just brings you back to the save room. But it's annoying because it's like, usually the game forces the Disney character into your party before, like, certain events, and then you just have to go back and switch them. But it doesn't do it for that boss fight, and I think that's really weird, and it confused me. So it was annoying. I don't want to have to go back and do it, but I'm going to have to do it.
You gotta do it.
I do have to do it. I really do. But
yeah, you have to do it. Go do it.
Right now, live on stream.
Do it on stream. Yeah, just make the fucking video for the stream. Just make it that.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Kingdom Hearts 2 took up more time than or has been taking up more of my time than Fighter Z, which was noticeable when I met up with Claude and George and Skylar to play Fighter Z, and I lost every single match. 0 wins. 0 wins on my end. Fucking sucked. Wow. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a good day for him.
I wish we recorded it, because I would have loved to be able to go back and see my ass get blown out that hard. But it was a good time. It was a good time. Had fun. That's pretty much the end of my week. Claude?
Man, nothing super noteworthy. Like, a lot of writing, a lot of
writing for what, Claude?
Multiple stories. I guess the only one that's worth bringing up at the moment, because it's the only one that's coming out, is for my webcomic that's coming out every Friday. It's titled War.
Where can we find that?
Tapis.io. And then when it's like, hey, where on this website do I go? Just type in Laurent Valles. That'll take you straight to my page, and you can check out all the issues for free. I think we're at page... What the fuck page am I at right now?
I think you're about 80?
84?
Oh, okay.
It's 80-something.
Yeah. So it's been going well. And I still need to see what I'm doing with the demographics, like, or I'm doing, like, as far as advertising. Because some weeks I'll do, like, I'll push for advertisements on different places, and I'll get, like, no views. Other weeks I'm like, all right, here, the pages are up. And I'll be like, you got 200-something views in one day. I'm like, how? What did I do? So once I learn how that works,
gotta crack the code.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. That and writing for that, and a bunch of other stories that are not out yet and are at various stages of completion. So I won't even talk about that. And then just a lot of fucking anime and manga, just reading up on the last, like, 2 months or however long we've been on. And the only one I'll talk about, because there's too many, is that I finally caught up on Hajime no Ippo's manga. For anyone who does not know, that's a series I put probably in my top 5 favorites, like, period. It's a boxing manga about a kid named Ippo Makunouchi, who, you know, he's getting bullied in school, and he meets this legendary badass who's one of the best characters in the series, named Takamura. And through him, he discovers his love of boxing. So it's basically his journey as a professional boxer.
You can pretty much describe the first few episodes with a single word. Jabu, I believe is how it's what it's called in Japanese. Jabu?
Jabu. Yeah,
Jabu.
Pretty much.
Jabu.
He doesn't realize that's what he's doing. The show does. So for the people who hadn't seen, and this will be a very, very brief, because I don't want to talk about the first couple episodes. Long story short, he's like, hey, if you can catch these leaves in your palm, like, before, like, catch X number of them before they hit the ground, I'll bring you to my boxing gym. If not, fuck off. And he's doing this, and when he's done with it and the guy sees it, he's like, all right, now you know how to jab. It's just that constant motion of quick fist going in and out. And that sounds disgusting, but whatever. And I really appreciate that because, well, as I've mentioned on podcasts before, I was in the Army beforehand, and there's a lot of stuff they do in basic training, which is like, hey, this we are doing to condition you for something else. Like, there's a really dumb way that we had to hold our cups, and I was like, why are we fucking holding our cups like this? That's the only way we were allowed to hold our cups when we were in the dining facility. And then when it got to week 7 or 8, and we got to hand grenades, the reason we were holding our cups like that is that's the way we're supposed to hold our hand grenades when we're moving forward. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. This was all to condition us for that. So that I really appreciated, and that exists all through the series. Anyway, I caught up with it, and yeah, I'm solidifying. Like, he did something super ballsy that it shocked me that he even did, and I'm even more excited to see where the series goes now. So, fantastic series. I'm not even gonna say if you're into boxing, because I am into boxing. In fact, I'm excited for tonight's fight, the heavyweight championship, Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. But yeah, if you're interested at all, I'd highly recommend checking out Hajime no Ippo.
All right.
Where can we find Hajime no Ippo?
Hajime no Ippo, you'll find it.
You can't find it anywhere. It doesn't. It
was all
it was all a dream.
That made me mad. I was talking to someone about Ippo yesterday. I was like, man, I want to rewatch Ippo. I want to saw it on Crunchyroll. Only the 3rd season is on Crunchyroll. I'm like, what type of sense does this make?
None.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right, George, how was your week, buddy?
Pretty much my week was just full of work and DBZ fighters. That's pretty much it. Got some more time in with Kid Buu and Goku Black. I think I got a pretty solid team. I got to play one of my friends.
I'm sorry, George. I have to interrupt you. You said solid. I think the proper word you're looking for is unga? Bunga.
That's fake news right there.
Fake news? It's fake news. Claude, what's your opinion on this fake news?
Man, fuck Kid Buu.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fuck Kid Buu, and then Goku Black is everywhere for a reason. That's all I got to say.
Goku Black is as Skylar said. Unfortunately, Skylar couldn't be here. Skylar says Goku Black is honest. He's an honest top tier. Buu, on the other hand, is fraudulent as fuck.
That's right. That was his quote.
Yeah, fraudulent as fuck.
But yeah, got my team together of Kid Buu, Goku Black, and Vegeta in God form. They're pretty much placeholders until Broly comes out. But one of them's got to go.
Can't wait.
Besides that,
can't wait for George here to find his Fighter Z version of Abigail.
I want Broly to come out, and he requires too much teching, and you're like, I want to use my fucking bullshit Kid Buu combos that stretch half screen.
They won't because Broly fans are too unintelligent. They have.
I'm a Broly fan.
Yeah, and yeah, it's
new grudge match forming as we speak.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a table match between me, Matt, George, and Claude, but the goal is not to break the table with somebody. It's specifically me.
With you.
Yeah,
whoever breaks the table with you is the winner.
Yeah, exactly. And then the whole match on my end is just going to be me trying to figure out how do I break this table with me on it, on my own. But
yeah, pretty much. Broly's going to be a good character when he comes out. So is Bardock, because most of the characters in the game, if not all, are pretty good.
Yeah, I am actually looking really forward to Bardock and Broly.
The literal only character I have no interest at all in learning to play is Krillin. Everyone else I like to some extent.
I actually forgot Krillin was on fucking roster.
He's a
Jesus Christ.
terrible assist. I throw a rock or I throw a senzu bean that the opponent can also pick up.
Yeah, that's bad. But I will say that his level 2, I believe, has tracking, so that's you can cross up with that shit. So there's that.
His
Put
super,
him on your
though,
team.
his Destructo Disc is good though.
Destructo Disc is great. I won't ever sleep on that. But like, he has no place on any team I want to make.
I think his assist is going to need more work. Like, I think the randomness effect might have to be like altered a little bit.
I also don't like his after image move because it is you set up for failure.
His after effect, I mean, I haven't touched him in a while, but I don't know how to make it go.
If you are in range of where the clone is, he is the clone and he doesn't attack. If you are not in range, then it's just a clone that goes somewhere and the starting point is where Krillin stays. But because of how it works, if someone wants to throw out a ranged attack and you misjudge when you're doing your after image, you will just get blasted. It is not worth it really unless you are very, very good at spacing.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
But besides that, saw Black Panther for the 5th time.
The 5th time? Like, actually?
No, I haven't seen it that many.
Oh, okay. It would be funny.
Seen it more than once though. That's all I will.
On average, how many times have you seen it?
Average?
On average, what the fuck?
Yeah. Answer the fucking question. Gun to your head. Gun to your head.
Gun to my head. Gun to my head. Okay, I've seen it like kind of 3 times. Really, you might as well just
kind of 3 times. Okay. Is that all for your week, bud?
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we'll just get straight to the news. Unless Claude, did you want to do Waifu Cast?
Yeah, there's only 2 more left in Naruto, so we'll get those done.
All right.
Give it almost there.
Almost there.
Yeah. All right, everyone. It's your Waifu Cast. Where these weebs will get together and we talk either positively or negatively about some random character in Naruto. And this week, we're going to talk about Ino.
Okay. Ino, I think, is better than Sakura.
That's like not even an argument.
Right, but they're the rival characters, so the comparison is there.
So they were rival characters, and I would like argue who's worse pre-Shippuden, but in Shippuden, Ino is leagues above because she still doesn't have the hots for this psychopathic murderer who left their village.
Literally has self-respect for herself, so automatically.
Oh, did she get over Sasuke?
Yeah. Oh, she
doesn't talk about him at all. She doesn't talk about him at all in Shippuden.
Done.
Oh, okay.
The moment he leaves the village and she's like, he betrayed us. Later.
Done.
But then fucking
it's
like
over.
Sakura's fucking dripping all over the place. But like, did he try and kill you? Oh, that's so hot.
It's like, Sakura girl, I think you need to get some help.
Honey, you have a problem.
You may have a problem. It also didn't get touched up on, like, you know, every other fucking Naruto character that isn't Naruto or Sasuke. But, like, her ability to, like, control people, that's hella
pretty
cool.
rad.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
And she's got, like,
Isn't it,
I think it's lilies. I can't tell what kind of flower this is, but she has a thing with lilies, or some sort of flower that is nice. That's her aesthetic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I say that because
She's
I'm looking
fine.
at official art of her, and she's throwing, like, flowers or something.
There's something associated with what she does. Yeah, I don't remember the specifics.
I think she runs a flower shop.
Yeah, that's it. Her family runs her family runs a flower shop.
Except her dad, who's like a fucking like interrogator.
Well, yeah, because when you have the ability to control people, you probably use that.
His was way better than hers, but yes, like he would just straight up dig into your mind and pull out whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
On top of waterboarding.
On top of it.
Hey, man, you know what? Torture works.
Waterboard no jutsu, man. That's just strong.
Waterboard jutsu. Okay.
Like, I did hate her at first, but then she fell in that category of like, you know what? I don't really care. And if it was the Naruto issue of if you weren't Naruto, Sasuke, or like someone who was like legitimately great, you don't really serve too much of a purpose in the story.
No.
Like you might have 1 or 2 episodes to shine later, but I'm gonna need you to not do anything while Naruto and Sasuke are running the show. Like that's what she fell into, and I'm like,
yeah,
boy, you really know how to make someone not care about your characters.
Yeah, you love it. I like her design. Her like
it's good.
In the like pre Shippuden, her design was really unique.
Oh
like,
God, James, stop being into kids.
No, no. I'm
James, stop being into kids. His first answer, no.
I'm saying what I'm saying because I'm looking at like a character design like progression thing on. I just googled Naruto, and it was like the 4th, 5th picture to show up, and it's her as a kid, her in Naruto, her in Shippuden, and then her and her like I guess it's her with the Chunin, or no, the Jonin, Chunin. I forget the fucking names of the ranks.
I'm not gonna correct you because it's funnier.
Is the 3rd one.
Yeah, she's got the vest. She's got the vest on with like she's got the classic ninja look with the vest and like the long pants and shirt. I don't know what the fuck.
What a way for him to get out of drawing characters.
Yeah,
he's like, let me just draw the most basic nothing things, because that was what he did jumping into Shippuden, which I don't blame him for. He's like, I want to make these characters easy to draw because fuck me. Like, like this is a lot.
Make it a military thing where they all wear the same uniform and you don't have to make too much of a difference outside of the head.
You don't have to think about it. Just constantly draw this easy to draw vest.
Literally just remember what their head looks like and you're probably gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the only one who gets away with it because he did it from like day one was Kakashi. Like, all right, man, just
like any of the people that were higher ranked before the time skip were fine. It was literally just trying to remember the different teams.
It was weird though, because some of them like already had unique designs and that never changed. Like Kurenai stayed that, and then Shippuden she was pregnant and then widowed.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Wasn't she killed by the fucking land shark?
She wasn't
killed.
Her
husband.
Yeah, he was killed by Hidan.
Yeah, Hidan. Because that's why Shikamaru has that whole thing with Hidan.
Yeah, the whole hate boner, and he's like, "I will bury you in this forest, and no one will ever find you." And there's a bunch of like deers that come from behind the trees, and like, say something. No one will ever find you.
No one will ever find you. Say something.
What a way to go out, buried underground and immortal. Like, Jesus Christ.
Man, there's only one other way that could have gone, and it would be him getting launched into space.
Yeah, but then the series would have to be better.
It would. It'd have to be a completely different show that was like mass times better. But anyway, back to Ino's design. I always liked like the bang over her one eye thing and the ponytail. I always like that. Mm-hmm. I like her color, the shade of purple they use. She's got her. What I really like about Naruto designs is that like most characters that allow for it have different ways of holding their headband outside of the normal. Yeah, and when they put the headband on their head, it's usually like an important moment to represent something. Like when Ino does that. Ino does that during the tuning exams. When she's fighting Sakura, she puts the headband on her head, and that's supposed to be like, this is my ninja way, or some dumb bullshit.
The headband being put on is pretty much always like a shit gets serious thing.
Yeah, it's so fucking gay. Like, I remember the fight on the rooftop with Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah.
And then like he was like,
put your headband on.
Put your fucking headband on.
He's like, you're not gonna scratch me. It won't matter. He's like, it's a sign of our respect of each other as ninja.
I don't respect you though.
That was the first time in that entire show where I was like, is this gay?
Is this?
Oh man, I've still never understood the mentality. Like, because some people argue with me, like, Naruto's not gay. I was like, he's super gay. There's no way you fight your quote-unquote best friend who you just, like, have a lot you relate to. He beats your ass and leaves you fucking face down in a puddle. And then 2 years later, you're still after him to save him. Like, nah, you want that dick. Man, there's no way you're gonna...
Honestly, the episode 1 kiss, that's what solidified it. It's like, oh, yeah, this is gay.
Sasuke's first episode, they kiss.
Yep.
I forgot about that. Fuck.
Yeah, that was episode 3.
That's probably what made the show popular. Like, with...
That was in the 3rd episode.
Yeah.
The 3rd episode.
That wasn't...
Holy shit.
It's what inspired Boku no Pico.
Oh. No, they're not. They're not young enough.
Oh no!
Oh god!
They kissed a second time in the filler.
Oh, of course
That's
they
filler.
did.
Yeah, like it's filler, but I'm gonna count
Fair
it.
enough.
I think what happened is they were both like stuck to something. They were stuck to logs, and as they were going down like a waterfall or something, the logs got close together, and they were screaming because they knew it was about to happen, and they fucking smashed into each other and kissed.
Why didn't they think to turn their heads? Why wouldn't you just...
I don't know, man. I saw that
because it's anime, that's why.
Episode.
No,
one of my
because
friends
you
told
need
me
the
they kissed a second
Funjoshi.
time.
That's the real reason.
Ugh, but this is fucking far off.
Oh, God,
is Ino viable? Is Ino not viable?
I am going to say on the merit of Ino having more characterization than Sakura, despite them being, at first, being the same character, or same kind of character, having a better design than Sakura, and actually, like, just being overall better, being the better version of her character, of Sakura's character, I'm going to say Ino is viable.
So that's a weird thing, because that's like saying, this sandwich isn't that good, but it's better than that sandwich that's in the trash can right now, so this is a good sandwich. Like, that's a weird bar for saying if she's good or not.
No, because, like, Sakura's character...
Sakura's the actual worst character, and you're saying that she's good because Sakura is bad.
No, I know, but, okay, no, you're not understanding what I mean. Sakura represents a specific archetype, right?
Archetype.
Archetype. Ino represents the same archetype, but she's not one of the main 3 characters at that moment, so she's the background version of that archetype.
Fair enough.
Ino is the better version of that archetype because she actually grows as a character, unlike Sakura.
Does she?
In the sense that
she
gets over Sasuke.
Any play.
She doesn't, but neither does any other character that is that is at her level of being in the background. None of them do.
So I'll disagree that she gets more characterization than Sakura, because Sakura did get a lot. It was just bad. But I will agree that she is better because they didn't do anything with her. So just by virtue of that, she is better than Sakura. And I do like her design. And she shows up for like 1 or 2 moments, and those moments are good. Like Sai, like lying to her, and like,
and she's got an interesting power. She's got an interesting power.
Say the exact opposite of what's on my mind.
Yeah, like, because they were like, hey, don't be fucking rude to people. I don't remember what they said to Sai. And like, he's like, say the opposite of what you're thinking, because you sound like a dick all the time. And he sees Ino, and they're sitting next to each other, and he's like, you're beautiful. And she's like, oh. And then later on, they get married.
They get married later on. That's the best part.
Yeah.
But yeah,
honestly, I think it would have been really. Honestly, I think Choji marrying Ino would have been a better pairing, because there's the whole thing with Choji being like a fat ugly slob, and Ino like berating him. That's
I mean, James is just into like fat guys, fucking beautiful women.
No,
he's into guys being berated by girls and wanting that to turn around.
No,
James is like, God, I wish that were me.
But people, she didn't berate him for being fat, because he got angry at people when they called him fat. So there was a sensitive topic with him. Even Azuma didn't call him fat because he's like, oh boy.
They totally did bring up that he's fat.
Yeah,
but no, didn't he always get mad and like get to a point where like, we need to stop? He's going to hurt someone.
There are times when that happens, but
she specifically references him as fatso like a couple of times.
Does she?
Oh yeah. No, she's totally all of like, you need to stop eating so much. It's totally not healthy.
Yeah, but it's part of my clan technique. Your clan technique has like morbid
Serious
obesity. That's a bad sign when your entire clan has the ability to be morbidly obese.
No, it's fine. Don't worry
That's
about
when
it.
you're like, you know what? Maybe I need to marry into another family. Like, nip this in the bud. No children of mine are going to be destined for this.
But I'm going to say Ino is viable. She's not up there with the best, but she's viable.
Yeah, she's viable enough.
Viable.
George?
I'm waiting for George to be like, nah.
Yeah. She's viable.
All right.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ino is viable. Tune in next week for the final Naruto waifu cast.
And then never tune in again.
And then there'll be a different waifu cast that's not Naruto after
true.
next week.
You can look forward to not Naruto. That's always fun.
Yeah, you can look forward to a waifu
Just
cast.
look forward to
good
not
show.
being that.
Waifu cast for Devilman. Let's go.
Oh god, there's like 2 girls and it's
all right, viable or not, Rin.
Rin?
One.
Be specific.
Rin.
Rin from Naruto?
No, Rin from Devilman.
Yeah, which one?
What do you mean, which one? The blonde guy.
Oh,
they weren't. They weren't.
Ryo, you mean?
Ryo. I'm sorry, Ryo. I don't know.
Oh, you said Rin. I was like, are you talking about the little girl from Naruto? Please stop.
No, I'm sorry.
For fuck's sake.
I meant Ryo. Ryo, yes, Ryo. Ryo from. No. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I meant, guys.
The whole problem caused by him eating too many of his double stuffed Oreos.
I love that video.
That video is so good.
You said I could have them. I said you could have a couple, Akira.
That means 2 to 3 Oreos, Akira. You ate 5 Oreos, Akira. have the rest of you guys, have you seen that? I know James has.
No, but I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't recall the title of the video, but basically it's like, spoilers, by the way. If you don't want to hear any spoilers for it, jump forward like 2 minutes.
A few moments later.
I can only imagine what the difference is on like podcast listeners to what we're hearing right now.
It probably sounds super autistic because he's like giggling to himself and then we don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, it's just like, I want people to know that they're listening, that for the rest of us, there's literally just silence and James giggling. Like, we can't hear the video.
The worst part is I was trying to explain this to you two, and then he was like, no, shut up. Let me play this video that neither of you two can hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
James,
whatever. Cut this out if you want to. I'm going to explain this to them.
Okay.
Basically, skip forward. Who gives a shit? You should have seen Devilman Cryberry anyway. Basically, it's the scene when Ryo is basically telling the world the devils exist, and then he outs Akira. He's like, I fucking Ryo, whatever his last name is, and I have an important announcement. There are devils, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, tell him. He's like, I happen to know a devil right now. Akira Fudo is a devil. And he's like, but why? He's like, and if you're listening to this right now, you know why. He's like, is it because I ate your Oreos? He's like, because you ate my goddamn Oreos, Akira. He's like, you told me I could have some. He told me I could have them. I told you could have some. That's 2 to 3 Oreos, Akira. You ate 5 Oreos, Akira.
No, you have to remember they were double stuffed Oreos. You forgot. You ate them like goddamn Oreos, Akira. They were double stuffed Oreos. Double stuffed. You said I could have some. I said you could have some. Or you said I could have them. I said you could have some. That means 2 to 3. You had 5 Oreos, Akira.
I love that level of pettiness where you will out a friend to be murdered by the public because he ate too many of your Oreos. Double stuffed.
I just noticed that Henry's fucking name in our chat is the Twin Towers being hit by 2 planes.
Oh my
I'm sorry, what?
Look in the right on the sidebar.
Oh my god, what?
His name in the chat is 2 planes going at the Twin Towers.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
what happened?
Look at the sidebar of the people that are in, like, the DADCast chat. Henry's name.
That's terrible. Why is it like that? Why is it like this?
It's gotta be like that.
All right, fuck. Let's reel it in. What the hell are we talking about?
We're talking about the news. Wherever
we're starting just like Marvel with a fresh start. Marvel Comics announces Line relaunch, fresh start. This is by Susanna Polo over at Polygon. New series, new creative teams, new directions, and new beginnings promises a short announcement video on Marvel Entertainment's YouTube account today, featuring Marvel Comics editor-in-chief C.B. Cebulski, whatever, fuck it, and Chief Creative Officer Joe Quesada. The video is short on concrete information, though Marvel tells Polygon that more will be revealed later today and in the coming weeks. Basically, it's just new 52 for Marvel. Everybody's getting new backstories, new everything. All their main characters, I would assume. In the video, it uses art that features like very specific characters. So I don't know if that's indicative of what this new line is going to start with or what. But the art shows Spider-Man, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain Marvel, Venom, Devilman. Daredevil,
Devilman, yeah,
Captain America, the Wasp, the Ant-Man, Wolverine, Black Panther, Gambit, Deadpool, and a few like notable others. For some reason, Thor's arm that's holding the hammer is gold.
He got his shit fucked up. He got his shit fucked up a while ago.
Okay. I'm that's cool. Oh, we have an update.
So it's no longer Jane's not Thor anymore.
Huh?
Jane's not Thor anymore.
What? Why would I be Thor?
Jane Foster. Jane Foster used to be Thor.
Yeah, no, she's still Thor. Like, Thor has his own thing now. Like
you would definitely not be worthy of picking up the hammer.
Neither would you.
No, I never said I would. I didn't say I was Thor.
Worthy of picking up the hammer.
No.
The only one really would be Skylar, but anyway.
Skylar would not be worthy of it.
He would not.
You're right. No, he wouldn't want to.
Not a single goddamn person in this chat. Just by being in this chat makes you unworthy.
Yeah.
No, I'd say out of all of us, Skylar would be, but Skylar wouldn't want to because Mjolnir hasn't watched enough movies. He hasn't watched Bakemonogatari yet, so...
Yeah, the hammer hasn't watched... Stop it. Just continue with the story.
An update was put on IGN. Marvel's numerous Avengers titles will be condensed to a single book, Avengers, which will kick off in Avengers #1 in May. Avengers will be written by Jason Aaron and drawn by Ed McGuinness and will publish 18 issues in a year rather than the monthly 12. The character lineup for the team will feature a big three of Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man, each in their classic incarnations as Steve Rogers, Thor, Odin's son, and Tony Stark, as well as Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider, and Jennifer Walters as Hulk. Doctor Strange will also temporarily join the group in a rotating slot. Interesting.
I fucking hate how comics work now with
it's dumb.
Culture.
Marvel will also be abandoning the confusing renumbering of September's Marvel Legacy, which renumbered every Marvel title as if it had never been relaunched or renumbered. As an example, Black Panther number 18 in September 2017 was followed immediately by Black Panther number 166 in October.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I've mentioned before how I collected comics. I'm looking at my collection right now, just the short boxes they're in. That was a nightmare when they started doing that. Because, I have everything alphabetized and in a number order, but then they'd be like, hey, it's the same series, but it's an all-new series, issue #1. And then a few weeks later, it's like, oh, we're rebooting again, issue #1. I'm like, wait, stop it. You're fucking up my collection. I don't know where to find what anymore.
No, don't worry about it.
It was the worst. It was the absolute worst.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
But yeah, the state of Western comics, like the big two, DC and Marvel at least. I don't know shit about Image or Dark Horse or whatever.
I could talk about them if you had any
They're
questions.
better at handling their shit. They don't really have their main thing, Dark Horse's bread and butter is like other properties, or it was at one point other properties. So
was Dark Horse the one that published Berserk?
They did. I think they did Drifters. I'm pretty sure they did Drifters. I'm not sure about Berserk.
Okay.
Yeah,
but from what I know about Dark Horse is like they're pretty much the guys that made some of the best Star Wars stories, like this side of the movie, pretty much. Like their comics were actually if they were made into movies, they would be 10 out of 10. Like they did really good with that shit. And
they have Marvel owned fucking the comics for.
Oh yeah,
never mind, that was the original run. That was the original one I'm thinking about.
No, they own it now again too.
What the fuck? Oh. So I just looked up because I was curious as who had published Alien versus Predator versus the Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been Dark Horse, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was. But anyway, well, I found it out because of like Google's recommended things. I found out there's a song called "Alien versus Predator versus Brown versus the Board of Education."
Oh, that's good.
Who wins?
I don't know.
Nobody.
Whoever wins, we all lose.
Question.
Yeah, let's say it's not a matter of who wins; it's a matter of who loses, and the answer is the world.
Does the Predator support Brown because segregation
I don't know, man. It's
creates...
apparently a thrash metal song.
Oh, nice. Segregation creates too many hunting grounds. Having them all congregated together makes it a lot easier to pick out the weak.
Where the fucking aliens vote being in that? Because they don't have a system where that would matter. They'll fuck anything up.
Yeah.
Maybe they're both on board with Brown because aliens, they could, if there's more people in like tightly knit groups in like say a school, it'd be easier to get new evolutions per student, so you get more variations.
It's not how that works.
I mean, yes, it is. Like they vary.
James, that only works.
It's done by species, not race.
Oh, okay.
Unless James thinks that each race is its own species.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should. Yeah.
I
think. Was saying, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah, I think teachers are a subspecies of human. What'd you guys think I was going to say?
Profession is a subspecies.
Yeah.
Is that what you were going for?
Yeah, professions are a subspecies.
Huh. So,
Homo sapien academia.
Marvel. Back to the fucking Marvel thing.
All right.
Yeah, wow, we've been fucking tangenting all day.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like it has a chance of being good. Like at best, it's gonna be serviceable. At worst, it'll be Ultimates. Even though Ultimates was really good at first.
Dope at first, yeah.
Yeah, but then it just turned to complete shit.
Like wasn't in the first Ultimate story, you like until the last issue, you like because everyone's like their whole brand new thing, brand new person, brand new universe. They didn't know if Thor was the actual God of Thunder or just a crazy man with a hammer.
Yep, they thought he was just some crazy fuck with a hammer. And the Hulk, like this also probably plays into why I don't like the Hulk, but legit, during the whole run of the Marvel's Ultimates, Hulk literally never helped them once. Like he would help them out. If he did help them out, it would be for like a second, and then he would go on a rampage, and then he just continue rampaging throughout the whole story, helping no one. But yeah,
I mean, so controversial opinion for the people who are like, I love the movie, so I love Marvel. As time passed on, I mean, they're good when they want to be good, but I really don't like a lot of like how either Marvel or DC handles their stuff. I mentioned before how like maybe it's biased because that's what I'm trying to get into, but I'm a way bigger fan of like indie comics where it's like we are our own condensed stories. You don't need to worry about reboots or anything like that. You were gonna get your story, it'll be done, and if you like what we did, don't worry, we'll have more stuff coming out. I like that far more than like, oh man, Batman's so good. Is he good, or is this storyline good? And then next storyline when he's in the coma and all of his investigations or him piecing together his psyche. I don't know, man. They've done weird shit with Batman. Yeah, so because of that, like I always tend to lean more towards indie comics. Not that like the big two aren't good, but stuff like this makes me just sigh in disgust and be like, this again. I'm glad I stopped reading their shit.
I will say though that like DC is like doing a better job than Marvel right now because they are like leaning into like their original heroes. Like I think Superman actually just made it to his like 1000th issue not too long ago, and Batman isn't too far behind. I mean, so, like, while Marvel's, while Marvel's like trying to change shit up, like DC's keeping the status quo but still keeping it fresh and shit.
So. I don't, because DC did renumber. They did renumber, and then there was a point where like, you know what, we're gonna go back. because
I'm sorry.
I'm actually looking at it right now. Is that Superman? I think that's Action Comics. I have Action Comics like issue 900.
Jesus.
Which issues 890 through 900 for anyone who's interested is Lex Luthor when he was trying to get the Orange Lantern ring. That's a fantastic run. But I digress. So there was a point where they did renumber, and they were like, "Yo, we are sorry. We're gonna go back to original numbering." And those were that they're also criminal of renumbering at some point and then going back because fuck it. Because everyone wants to be there and get that number 1, which is what happened when they got New 52. And Batman number 1 on New 52 was, I don't know why that shit sold the way it did. Of all the series, that's the one that like you could sell a issue number 1 of that for like $300, even though it had only been like a couple months since it'd been out.
That's weird.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. That was the only one that was bad like that.
Huh.
That and Suicide Squad, because Harley Quinn became super popular. Yes, that's all I have to say on them.
Who just dropped in and out?
That was me. Something was, I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay.
But did anyone hear what I just said though, or no?
No.
No.
Okay, pretty much, yeah, like what I said before. Start really strong.
And you cut off again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just you said like I said before, and then it just cut off.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said before, it's either gonna start out really strong and deteriorate from there, or it's gonna just like start out shit, and it's just gonna be one of those things where they just throw it under the rug like it never happened, like Riri Williams and shit.
Who?
Yeah.
Black Woman Iron Man. Black Woman Iron
Man. Oh, that was her name? What was her?
That was her name.
Riri Williams?
That's not her like real official name, but that's pretty much her like name.
Yeah, she was supposed to be like this fucking super genius, and I don't remember how she got her arm. I didn't read that run. It's just people were like, "Black superhero, we're getting our time." I'm like, for now, yeah, because we got an Asian Hulk also and a Lady Thor. Wait for this to eventually just go back to how it was. The only one I legitimately liked, as far as them doing like we're gonna change genders or whatever of heroes, is Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, because they didn't get rid of Miss Marvel. She became Captain Marvel, and then the slot of Miss Marvel opened up, and she was like, Miss Marvel inspired me, so I'm gonna become. And they did something really good with like the psychology of the character in that first issue or first 6 issues.
I think the female Thor is probably the worst of that run.
I don't know. I think it's probably.
I didn't read that, so I can't speak.
Yeah, no. Female Thor stories were actually pretty. They had some good shit in them.
Fucking, you find out Jane had fucking cancer from the hammer, but she's like, I'm so strong though.
But probably the worst would be Riri Williams, because like they shoehorned it in. Well, I'm not even gonna say they shoehorned it in. They did a really bad job of like integrating her, because it was during the time that Tony was dead, and he was only like he was quote unquote dead, and pretty much the only thing left of him was like a holograph of himself, which retained all his character somehow, and it taught her how to become Iron Man until he eventually came back.
How is he a hologram and still an alcoholic?
Who knows? Who knows, man? Honestly, you know what? Legit, if you want an Iron Man story that has nothing to do with Tony Stark, that's really good. Just read the fucking Iron Man story where I think it's Indestructible Iron Man. It's the one where Doctor Doom becomes Iron Man and literally does his job better than Tony Stark ever could have. It's really good.
I don't remember that. I remember that for Spider-Man. I didn't know he did that for Iron Man.
Nah, dude. Doctor Doom, he like took over as Iron Man for like a while.
My mind auto-corrected to Dr. Octopus, thinking about when he just took Spider-Man's body and was like, I'm going to do this shit. Oh, man. Did you guys... I don't know if anyone read this, but the storyline where Doc Ock did take Spider-Man's body and he was doing shit, but then Spider-Man got his body back, and then he ran into the Green Goblin, and he's like, Octavius, I'm going to kill you. Do you have any last words? He's like... I don't remember this. I know this isn't the exact quote, but when it's something along the lines of like,
You sure you're gonna try and kill me and have everyone remember you wearing that man purse? And then he stops. He's like, "You're not Octavius. You're Spider-Man." He's like, "The one and only." It's like, oh, like, and then he dropped, like, because he was doing the whole, like, grin, I'm gonna throw these pumpkin bombs, and his face just dropped when he figured out it was really Spider-Man who was back.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Remember that, but he got him back, because remember that other line where Green Goblin takes over Peter Parker and then has sex with Mary Jane?
There it is. I knew it was happening.
And then you get to see his O-face, and it's just the creepy smile. That happened.
I wasn't aware of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad shit.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
All right, what's next in the news?
No, I'm sorry, it's worse than that.
What's next in the news, James?
In the news, James.
No, George had something. He had one last thing to say.
One last thing I do want to say about the subject is I do like the concept of like villains. If they take over the role of a superhero, they do like infinitely a better job. I do like that whole thing.
That is an interesting concept.
That's cool, depending on the villain's motivation and mindset, because as long as it fits what they want, cool. If not, I just question why they're even doing the hero's job.
Well, sometimes it's just like they're just straight up psychopaths. Like there was a time that I think Bullseye actually succeeded in murdering Daredevil, and he just took up the mantle and fucking did a pretty good job. Except he murdered people.
So that would fit better, only because he's an actual psychopath. Oh man! All right. So in the last comic spurge I'll go on is the Punisher Max. One of the Punisher Max storylines. I think it was the reboot, not the one by Garth Ennis. Bullseye was hired by Kingpin to kill the Punisher. And he was like, to kill the Punisher, I need to understand the Punisher. So he's fucking following around this family, and like, didn't he like set up? He let them know. He's like, all right, here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to kill you all, so I can. He wanted to get close to them. He's like, I'm gonna just pretend to be your dad, and I'm gonna need you all to die, so I can know what it feels like to be the Punisher. And like it was this weird psychological manipulation, and then Kingpin finds out about it. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
This is great, bruh.
Like,
and like
part of my research,
like at the end of it, like after all the after the family's killed, he's like, "This isn't right. I'll have to do this again." Because like it just implies that
it didn't even work.
That shit was great, man.
Why?
Punisher, man. Good shit, man.
Yeah.
It's great shit.
Why? Oh, God,
dude,
why?
man, I fucking love Punisher Max.
I don't even like the Punisher, and I love Punisher Max, man.
Punisher is my favorite Marvel character.
You know what's my favorite Marvel character?
Mm-hmm.
Atari announces Roller Coaster Tycoon for Switch, but wants your money first. Article by GameSpot.
What happened to Braden?
He dropped out for a minute. He'll be back.
Okay. Oh man.
So this is like 2 months old, but fuck it.
No one talks about this for some reason.
Well, nobody talks about it because nobody's gonna pay money for Roller Coaster Tycoon. So.
But it's the amount of money. But you can continue. I'll talk about my points after.
All right. So this is an article from GameSpot by Eddie Makic. It's basically Atari wants to bring Roller Coaster Tycoon to the Switch, but they want the fans to kickstart it. Hold on. The company launched a campaign on the equity crowdfunding site. Oh, so they're not even technically kickstarting it. They're on the
equity. I can send you the actual link to the page that they made.
I'm on the link. Equity crowdfunding site Start Engine. Let's see. Oh, okay, so 51 days left. Got 97 investors. They made their goal is $10,000 to $1.07 million. And they've made 50,000 of that. Your minimum investment is $250. So this is very much not a investment, or it's not a Kickstarter. It's purely investing in the game getting made, and however much money you get is what determines that. Guys, Oh, what the fuck? Hmm. Oh, okay.
If you spend at least $1,500, you get one free copy of the regular edition of the art book.
So I was gone. My internet decided to cut off on me. That's nice.
Oh no!
But I'm back.
How much did you miss?
Well, I was going through the article, until I noticed it.
Because we were talking about it.
All right. Well, I was only gone for about like 30 seconds to a minute. It's fine.
That's a lot of us talking. That's a lot of me explaining shit.
Okay. Well, hold on. I'll just go through the easy stuff. Their goal is between $10,000 and $1.07 million on the website Start Engine. They've made $50,000. They have 51 days left. They have 97 investors. Basically, this is crowdfunding in a very professional sense, in that you are investing in the development of the game. You are not paying for. You're not. It's not like Kickstarter where you just put in like a dollar amount and maybe get a thank you in the credits. No, your minimum investment is $250. And you don't get the copy of the game unless you put in $1,500. If you invest,
it's not even. If you pay all right, this is what I was saying, which you missed. I'll just go over it real quick.
No, I'm reading the article I'm reading the article. You need to kick in at least $1,500 to get a copy of the game. If you invest $750, you get 25%.
It doesn't say a copy
off.
of the game. It says you get one free copy of the regular edition of the book Art of Atari. It doesn't say you get the game.
Well, then the article needs to be edited, because that's not what the article says. So let me see.
Because I'm on the actual Atari page, like the Start Engine one.
All right. Well, I didn't assume the people writing at GameSpot would do such a hack job as to get information completely wrong. Let's see.
While you're looking at that, the other thing I was mentioning was $750. You get 25% off the street price of the game. $750 for that. Yeah, Indivisible, I paid $60. I get 2 copies of that game, plus the fucking digital soundtrack, wallpapers, and in extra colors in game. Oh boy. Oh boy, Atari. Oh boy, Infogrames.
Yeah, because it is Infogrames, ain't it?
Yeah, they just changed the name to Atari so they could be like, hey, you guys remember Atari? All you old fucks who didn't remember shit about shit.
You know,
let me actually listen to the beginning of the video, because this is the most pretentious asshole shit at the very beginning of the video. Let's see. I'll say verbatim when I hear it. Hi, I'm Todd. I'm with Atari. You might have heard of us. He's like, through our lifetime, we've made $2 million. Let me actually hear the specific quote. We have Atari over 220 intellectual properties. Atari's top 10 franchises have earned over $2 billion. We know what we're doing. We've done this.
We know what we're doing. We promise.
Those are quotes from them. That's from the video. That's what he says at the beginning of his pitch for this game.
Oh no.
How else would you know that they know what they're doing? Them showing you by making the game? That's insane.
And like all of the stuff they're saying for them, like, yo, and we know what we're doing, it's all like fucking Atari, like early Atari.
A few moments later.
You can go ahead and at least say some things. But I'm gonna be doing...
man, I don't remember what I was talking about, but yeah, fuck them for how they're trying to do this. And then look at the comment section, actually, if you can, because that's...
Is that a whole bunch of other stuff?
Oh boy, it's fun times. People like talking about like don't trust this, which I agree, don't trust this. Let's see. Let's see. I don't even remember. I remember watching the full video and something caught me off guard. It's been like 2 months since this shit happened. Let's see. Yeah, so apparently one of the big problems there is a lot of people were like, why are you deleting our posts? We have genuine questions about the games.
Ooh. That's a no good. That's no good.
While you're doing whatever you're doing, are we recording?
Yes, I just said we were recording.
Man, I don't know if that shit crashed again.
I'll tell you if it crashed. I told you when it crashed last time.
Tell me when you came back.
What? No, I said it as it happened. I said, "Hey, OBS crashed."
All right, so what's the next fucking topic? Is it? Are we still on the same thing? Okay.
Yeah, let's be done with this Atari shit.
Oh, we're not streaming yet. I gotta.
I don't know, George. You want to talk some shit? Talk like some shit about something while he's getting that ready.
I don't really know. Oh yeah.
Okay. I got one after yours.
Okay, I was just gonna say that Street Fighter 5. Yeah, like there's.
I forgot the game existed.
I'm looking at it in like my fighting game folder, and I just forgot it was. Along with Marvel vs. Capcom.
I sold that game so long ago.
Holy shit.
One of the things I love about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is that someone made a video recently saying that the game wasn't dead, and I guess he got so much flack from it because he was like, "Hey, this isn't true because this isn't this." But yeah, he got so much flack from it, he took the video down.
Oh,
that's when you know. Like I saw it for the first time on Kappa, like I guess like an hour after it posted, and then I checked like 2 days later, and the video was taken down.
That's
like because of this, we're probably not gonna get another fighting game out of Capcom for a long ass time. Just like with us.
So, yeah, back in the day, that would have been a problem, but like now there's so many other companies doing stuff. It's like I don't even like Capcom fighters like that. Like I love Hyper Fighters a lot, but like I'm not that sad that like what do I have? Street Fighter 5, which I'm probably not gonna play unless asked for some reason by one of you guys, which James uninstalled it, and I don't think you would ask me to.
I mean, probably not for a while.
Because I got Under Night, which I know I could play with Skylar anytime, and then I have Dragon Ball, which I can play with any of you except for James, because at the moment he doesn't have PS4.
I don't, unfortunately.
But yeah, what I was going to ask you, George, is would you say if you read a new article about the whole Marvel like relaunching and like front and center, the hero being pushed the hardest was Penance?
Yo, that would just already let me know what I already think is gonna happen. It's gonna be.
All right. We're back online. We're back to streaming. We're all good.
We were streaming, you said.
Yes, we're back. We're back on stream.
Nice. Hello, fans. If anyone's even listening.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, none of you.
Oh, you're right. But so just quick recap since the stream did miss it. Roller Coaster Tycoon, you have to invest a minimum of $250, minimum investment of over $1,500 to even get a chance of playing the game.
That's not what that means.
Okay. You have to pay over $1,500 to get the game. I'm not wrong.
That's not what
What's the exact number?
$1,500 to get the Art of Atari book.
Then what's the number? What's the exact number? Tell me, because the article is wrong apparently.
All right, it is. This is all for just investing in the game. If you do the $750, you get 25% off the street price of the game. If you do $1,500, you get the Art of Atari book. There's nothing as far as any of those that involve you getting the game. You're just funding it being made, and we'll have to buy the game when it comes out.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Demon Souls private servers. They exist. Go onto your PS3 and change your settings to what's on screen at this link that's provided at the top here. Oh, you can't see the link that's at the top. Whatever. But you can see what's on screen. So you got to go into your network settings, on your PS3, and you have to manually enter the server information like the address, the IP address, which port it's going to be accessing through, and all this other stuff in order to access the private server in order to play online. And it's right now they're just basic proofs of concept to see that, like, oh hey, can we actually even do this? But they're working, which is good. But these will probably be taken down at some point and be like re-released as like new more functional servers for Demon Souls. So that's cool. Also means emulators might be able to use it too, because you can emulate PS3 games now using RPCX3. So that's really good news, because as everybody knows, Demon Souls went down. The servers went down on February 28th. It was. Yeah. So I was totally right. Totally didn't say the 29th the first time. Don't worry about it. So yeah,
no one else can call you on that because they can't see the Discord. But sure,
no, they can't. They can't. I've said it this way, so I can never be called out. I'm a genius. Good to know. The servers are only functional in North America and Europe, but those are the only countries that matter, so it's fine.
Japan.
No, not even Japan. If Japan really cared about Demon Souls, they wouldn't have let the servers go down.
Yeah, then again, they do like the part 5 of JoJo, which is by far the worst part. So you are right.
That's genuinely not true.
Excuse you.
Oh, you like part 5?
Part 5 is great.
Part 5 is the most popular part outside of 3. I'd argue.
I think 4. I like 4. All right. So my tier list, as far as like top 3, would be like 2, 4, 7, and then after that probably 5.
I'd say 1 is the weakest narratively.
Yeah, no, I would not argue with that.
Yeah, I'm mainly speaking to George.
Oh, okay.
Part 5.
Yeah, Part 5, like I will argue, has some of the best stand battles, because that's the first time in the series they started doing like team stand battles on a regular.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, like thematically, I think Part 5 is really good because you have this whole thing with Giorno, and like you have a character that's technically a villain, but he's your protagonist because he wants to be a mafioso.
Yeah,
but
a gangstar.
A gangstar, yes. No, it's gangster star, I think is the actual quote.
Oh, the
No. You can't say part 5 is the worst part and not expect some collision. No, you can't. What do you think is the best part? I'm curious. What do you think?
My favorite part right now is part 4. That's my favorite.
Part 4 is okay. I like part 5 more. Good. I like part 5 more, but part 4 is good.
And I already feel like I'm gonna like part part 7, right? Which one is Steel Ball Run? I feel like I'm
gonna part 7.
Yeah, Steel Ball Run.
JoJo, everyone, you guys need to get into it if you're not already.
Fun fact, this really unknown anime / manga series called JoJo. Maybe you guys might have heard of it. I don't know. It's pretty underground.
I know someone who legitimately does not like JoJo and tried to recommend me to watch Sword Art.
Is it James? Again, is it our buddy James?
Does he like? He doesn't like Sword Art, does he?
Does he? I don't know. I think he does. I think he actually does like more than season 1 of Sword Art. I think.
Oh man,
you should ask him.
I like the first half of season 1. I'll ask him, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what's your favorite half season of Sword Art? And if it's anything other than 1. If it's anything other than first half of season 1, then you have a problem.
Like, my only issue with part 7 is that it starts off super slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But I will argue for part 7 that it is a brand new universe, so it does have to kind of set the status quo.
I mean, I get that, but that doesn't mean that it needs... JoJo Part 1 didn't feel like it started slow, and that was the whole start of the entire series. That was before anything even happened. You were establishing your characters, and that didn't feel slow. But it was a
simpler story.
Yeah, it was basically like the run of the mill.
It was just Dracula. It's a re-envisioning of Dracula.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, it like actually is.
But you didn't even get to the Dracula until episode 3. The first 2 episodes felt well paced, versus the beginning of Part 7, which felt very slow.
I don't know.
I don't think you're
introduced. Whatever. We should get to the news. This is gonna be a super long podcast if we don't get on the news.
Yeah.
The
JoJo cast.
I'd unironically love doing a JoJo cast.
Yeah, we'll do a JoJo cast once Part 5 gets announced.
So never. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. That's what I was going for. So our next topic is probably a new DLC for Prey coming out, which I don't know how that's going to work considering the ending. I know nobody here played Prey, but it's a good game. I liked it.
Wait, why did you put it on the dock? Oh, never mind.
Well, because
I thought you said no one played it, but it's on the dock. I'm like, what? Why?
I played it. I know nobody here played it, but I played it and I had fun.
Okay, that works then.
It's a really good BioShocky RPG by who fucking made this game? They're Arcane Studios, who also made Dishonored, I want to say. So good Dishonored like style gameplay in there, but it's probably they don't actually say it's whether or not it's gonna be DLC. They just have a GIF of like transitioning like of a
GIF.
Whatever, fuck off.
We're not talking about peanut butter, bitch. It's not GIF.
GIF. They have a GIF of the TranStar space billboard, and then the camera pans towards the moon, and then they just have the tweet that says, "Do we really know what's out there?" And that's all they have. Oh, hey, Brain, welcome back. And I say it's DLC only because the GIF has oh my god, now my mouse is trying to fucking ruin everything. Why does all of
my mouse is scrolling to my trap folder? No.
Oh no, not the kitty porn.
No. Not the CP.
Oh no. There we go, it's back. Snap back to reality. Because the GIF has the rated M for mature logo, which would only be needed if it were DLC. Like if it was like a brand new game, they wouldn't have anything for this, so they wouldn't be able to post like a rated M. It's probably Prey DLC.
I have a side thing from when we're done with this.
Okay.
I forgot to mention on further the docket, but it's worth talking about.
Go ahead and talk it up.
Oh, no. So it's because I did post it here once before. I didn't talk to anyone about it again, but Chris Lee, the Hawaii State representative, talking to people from the ESA about loot boxes and like how the ESRB is handling it, and they do such a bad job talking about it.
Did he?
Yeah, they do a horrible job defending it. And then one of the guys uses the argument of like, well, it's just it's there. You don't have to do it, but it's there if you want it, such and such. And then that was gonna be the start of his argument. And then Chris Lee's like, yeah, I mean, no one has to walk into a casino, right? And the guy mumbles over his words and then just stops talking. And then he's like, so anything? Hold on, Zeke, stop it.
Zeke wants to be on the podcast.
He's messing with his bone and like hitting the side of my bed. But I actually usually put him in his cage when I'm doing podcasts.
Zeke isn't a dog or anything. It's just a guy that Claude keeps in his room locked up all the time.
He's got his arms and legs tied together. He's trying. He's trying to send out a message for help. You play it back, you'll see it was actually an SOS.
But what was it? There was a lot of stuff they asked, and one of the things he's like something about like setting up percentages on loot boxes to see what drops are. He's like, have you guys considered doing that or something like that? He's like, to my knowledge, no game does that. And everyone was like, yeah, no one does it. It's like, are you aware that China is forcing people to put down numbers for the loot boxes? And then like it's constantly him bringing up stuff that they were not prepared to be asked, and they were like, no, I do not have the answer for that.
No, sir, I did not.
And it looks so bad on their end. And on his video, because this was on his YouTube channel, it's like, yeah, so from the answers or the answers they were able to even give, you can see what the state is. I'm like, damn, Chris.
Went hard on him. Nice.
He did, and I thought it was great. But yeah, that was my little side note. I really appreciated that.
But none of that will matter.
Being made.
None of that will matter because Trump will just ban violent video games.
No, he won't.
I know he won't.
He can't. If Trump can ban violent video games, then the Democrats could take our guns away at any time.
Is Trump secretly a Democratic spy?
There's no way in hell.
That'd be so weird because I don't believe he has the intelligence for that to work.
The longest con.
That would have to be the absolute longest con.
What was that movie with fucking Steve Carell where he was like an idiot spy, but it somehow managed to work out?
Oh, are you talking about the Steve Carell documentary about Steve Carell, the world's greatest spy?
Steve Carell and his ties to WikiLeaks.
No, yeah, that GIF of him yelling "no" all the time. That's from the WikiLeaks thing. Oh, that's him denying everything. No.
I love The Office. The movie was called Get Smart. It had The Rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, what's
speaking of Get Smart? Blue Mammoth Games joins Ubisoft. Blue Mammoth Games being the guys who made Brawl. Blue Mammoth Games joins Ubisoft. Who they made Brawlhalla. So, you know, what's Ubisoft like in terms of like, because we all know EA, once they absorb a big dev, they're dead basically. So what's Ubisoft like?
You're not gonna die, but you are destined to be costumes in Assassin's Creed forever.
Yeah, like they're not the worst. They're definitely not the worst. They're like, they're not as bad as EA or Activision. I put them between Activision and Bethesda. That's where I would prop.
They keep flip flopping. It's weird.
Yeah, they'll at least let you remember, or they'll at least remind you that they do still remember some franchises that have been dormant for a while, like Prince of Persia.
Yeah. Well, what's good is that they're now, as the article states, they're now backed by a Big Ten publisher. So that's good. They have more money. They have Big Ten, like your Big Ten publishers: EA, Ubisoft, Activision, Bethesda.
I figured that's what that meant. I just didn't know who were on that list of Big Ten. I wouldn't know that.
Think of a publisher that's in like the main. Think of a mainstream publisher, and that's basically it.
So I can get the big ones like EA and them. I just don't know when you get to the lower part of 10, like who is that? That's where I get confused. But
they don't matter.
Not that big of a deal.
They don't matter. So this is good overall, because they get they have a publisher now. They don't have to self-publish their titles anymore, which means that they get more money to develop into their games, and hopefully Ubisoft will let them continue to make. This will help them support Brawlhalla in the long run, assuming that's like their plan. Like, because this Brawlhalla is like a Smash game, so it's like,
I really don't like Brawlhalla, to be honest.
Well,
I haven't got too interesting.
I haven't given it a shot, but maybe that'll be something I do in the future. They had a tournament, a DreamHack, and the winner got $300,000 plus. So that's cool. If it turns into a big thing, that'd be interesting.
The only thing I would hope from this, because I don't have any stake on this, because I don't play many of Ubisoft's games. But I would hope that they do give Blue Mammoth free reign, and they don't pull the shit that Gearbox did with I forgot who it was who owned the game, but what they did with We Happy Few,
where it went from an indie $30 game to upon purchase of that and being like, hey, we're partnering now with Gearbox, it became a $60 game with the season pass.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, I forgot.
And it's still not.
I didn't forget.
I don't think.
Huh?
I don't even. Is it even like fully released yet?
Let me
No,
see.
it's not.
We Happy Few.
If I remember right, it's coming out like
not.
next month.
We Happy Few. I'm looking at their Steam page right now because release date July 26, 2016. It's still in early access. When was the last bit of news for this game? View update history. When was that's a rhetorical question. I'm looking it up. March 2nd.
Okay.
March 2nd was there was an update. Things are very busy in the studio right now. We're continuing to polish and wrapping up the final content. We received some very interesting results from the playtest and decided to do some last minute changes. Okay, so this was a balance patch, and then they showed off some animation that they've been working on.
Was this before or after the partnership with Gearbox?
This is March 2nd.
So this is before.
This was yesterday.
Oh, I thought you said 20. Okay, never mind. Because you mentioned 2016 beforehand. And I didn't hear another year before.
That was the release date, but yeah. Pre-order and save 15% off. Plus, get the exclusive Jolly Brawly fucking umbrella item. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah.
Well,
I hope.
When's the actual release date?
It was July 26th, 2016.
No, I'm because the game's coming out again. Like that was when it initially came out.
That was when it got on Steam.
I'm talking about like the full release.
Never. It's early access.
Actually, it's
I'm
not
looking
even
myself.
early access. You can't actually buy it right now.
What?
On Steam, there is no buy option. As of February 1st, it is temporarily unavailable for pre-purchase.
Oh.
It will resume that in the summer.
Okay. I can.
Oh,
only
I see. It's supposed to release in the summer.
Yeah, it says mid 2018.
Yeah, it says We Happy
Interesting.
Few is releasing summer 2018.
Okay, well, interesting, I guess.
That is interesting. You cannot currently buy the game.
I guess that's kind of a good thing, because, I mean... Because do you have to repurchase early access games once they actually have a... No? Okay, well,
No,
then
if
never
you get
mind.
a game
Technically,
in
no.
early access, you basically just get it at a cheaper price, but it's not finished yet. That's
okay.
the idea.
Okay.
Yeah, like I got what's it called Darkest Dungeon on early access, and it was just a patch to give me the full game. I think it was a patch. Maybe I just download the full game for free. I don't remember, but I know I didn't have to pay anything.
Full
Basically,
game DLC.
If you get something on early access, it's yours, and when the full game comes out, it's just an update for the game.
All right, cool.
That's
Never mind
basically
then.
all it is.
But yeah,
I have a lot of early access games.
I hope Brawlhalla team Blue Mammoth gets to let their wings go, and they Ubisoft supports that, because it would suck if it did turn out like We Happy Few, and the whole focus of the game changes.
I don't think they're going to do it like We Happy Few.
I would sincerely hope not, and you're probably right, they won't. And it's cool to see that there was attendance, like a big enough attendance to warrant $300,000 in prize money.
Yeah.
Oh, there was that 3 years worth of it at least, because I'm seeing a little thing on their recent news, and it's Brawlhalla Esports Year 3, $300,000+. Wow, at DreamHack. And DreamHack's a pretty it's a good tournament. It's a good.
I don't know anything about DreamHack.
DreamHack's one of the more noteworthy esports tournaments. So
I don't really like esports in general, though.
No, don't worry about it. It's not like esports killed Street Fighter or anything.
I don't care about that at all. I just don't like esports.
It's just a joke. Just a joke, Brayden.
I don't like jokes. There's no fun here, James. What else is on the news?
What else is on the news? Valkyrie Profile teaser trailer.
What is that?
Okay, Indivisible got their gameplay from Valkyrie Profile. Valkyrie Profile was a series of PS1 and PS2 RPGs. This is a teaser trailer for Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. Lenneth being the first game on the PS1. Original version released in 1999. So, should deny the divine destiny of the destinies is the trailer.
Destiny is destiny.
basically. Yeah, how can we make Destiny is Destiny, but more Destiny? Oh, let's talk about the Destinies. But the general plot is that you are a Valkyrie who has to try and recruit like other people in order to stop Ragnarok from happening.
Okay.
It's an interesting premise, and the art style is nice. But we just have a teaser trailer. There's use of a 3D model in the trailer, so indicative maybe of a remaster or not a remaster, but like because the game was pixel art, so indicative of like a remake rather than like a remaster. This game's so old that it was published by Enix, not Square Enix. Enix.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, way to go back in time.
Yeah. Ooh. So we just have the teaser trailer. That's it.
That's it. That's all.
In other news, Diablo 3 coming to the Switch.
No,
oh wait, no, it's not. Yeah. I was gonna say. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Unhype. De-hype yourself.
De-hype. So on the 28th of February, Blizzard posted a video of Diablo's head on like a nightlight, and it just said "Sweet Dreams," and it's like 6 seconds, and they just keep turning it off and on again. And then people immediately thought, oh, it's coming to the Switch because it has a Switch on it. Oh.
I mean, that seems like a reasonably roundabout way of announcing that.
I guess. But
I can see the leap of faith there. Yeah.
It is weird that they turn it off and on again. But they do it twice. So it's like, do they mean to do that? What does that mean? But no. Diablo 3, Blizzard had to like announce like, no, we don't have anything. Please, no, stop, shut up. We don't have anything.
Guys, chill.
Yeah, but apparently, according to the article by Polygon, this isn't the first time Blizzard tweeted out something that didn't pan out. Because I guess Hearthstone's Twitter was like, at Nintendo America, we see you, #Mario, #NX. This was back in 2016, when the Switch was just called the NX. So, I think maybe that was something, and that just didn't pan out, but probably not. Yeah. Hearthstone would probably be a good game for the Switch.
It's an easy game to put on anything.
That's true. Put on my calculators. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Wi-Fi enabled calculators. Let's go.
Okay.
Sit in class, pull out your graphing calculator, play some fucking Hearthstone.
Somehow put a Wi-Fi adapter on your calculator.
You know what? With people playing Doom on their calculators, I can see that happening.
It will happen eventually. And then, last bit of our news that we have is Kingdom Hearts World Tour Orchestra sets 2018 dates. So George actually, the last of it, yes.
It's like four things we didn't talk about, but whatever.
What do you mean? There's like 4 things? What? Like what?
We didn't talk. All right, this is in the list you gave. Detroit Become Human, the Fighter Z DLC, Black Panther, Chrono Trigger.
I'm wrong.
How did you miss half of the stuff you put on this list?
That's because these are the ones I have links for. So I'm sorry. This is my bad. This is of the stuff that I have links for. This is the last one.
Apart here, man.
So George actually went to the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra. What was it? 2 years ago?
Last
year in New York, right?
How many Keyblades did you have?
Huh?
How many Keyblades did you have?
Listen, man, that's between me and all the pictures I've taken. Anyway,
I thought you were gonna say that's between me and Nominee.
Nominee, she doesn't exist anymore, idiot. Anyway,
she not?
No, don't worry about it. 2018 or 2018 dates worldwide with I believe some new updated music. It's gonna have every confirmed Kingdom Hearts 3 world, so that's cool. Celebrating the 15th. Oh wait, that was 2017 one. I'm gonna let somebody else talk about this while I use the restroom.
Yeah, George can because he would care the most.
Yeah, pretty much. They're pretty much just orchestrating pretty much all the music in Kingdom Hearts, and like most of it's gonna be original. Like they only do one section, and it's like a amalgamation of all the like Kingdom Hearts world music, which is pretty much just music from the films. So they just put it all into one song. So if you're going there hoping to have a sing along of part of your world, then don't even, because. But besides that, like they do give out like a lot of cool merch and shit, and they did actually at the. Well, 9 times out of 10, if you're in America, they're not going to show shit. But at the last one they did in Japan, they actually showed a good portion of Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay. So that's more than likely what they're going to do in this one as well. But then again, who knows? But yeah, that was all I had to say.
I mean, with James gone, I don't really have much to add there because I like Kingdom Hearts music well enough, but I'm not a super big fan of it, so I don't really have anything else to say. Braden, you?
Not really. What have you guys been watching anime-wise?
Oh, fuck. Man, that's too hard for me to say because I'm keeping up with the last top of... Give me a number to say.
Just, like, top few. What would you recommend? Because I haven't been watching any anime at all.
You knew Yoshiki, definitely.
That was last season, but
It doesn't matter. I have watched literally nothing.
What genres of stuff do you like?
I don't know. Whatever the fuck people say is good, I usually take a look at.
Oof, that's because I couldn't recommend everything I've seen. I mean, a very basic one that's entry level, if I'm just gonna do entry level shows, is My Hero Academia, which everyone should have watched by now, but not a lot of people have. I've recently put 2 more people on the show. I'm not sure if you've watched that.
No, that's on the list though.
All right, that's number 1 with a bullet, especially because the next season's starting soon, and with me caught up on the manga, I honestly believe that this next coming season of My Hero Academia is going to be one of the best seasons of shonen anime. Period. It's so well written, and Studio Bones has been doing an outstanding job with their animation, especially on this show. So a lot of what showed up in the manga will look 10 times better based off how they animate it.
Right, then I will definitely take a look at that.
Yeah, so that is my number 1. As far as stuff this season that I'm watching that's good, Pop Team Epic is a great comedy. God damn it, Zeke. Pop Team Epic is a fantastic comedy. This episode 9 is the one that came out this morning. Probably my favorite this season, or this season for that series. After the Rain is a show where there's a 17-year-old girl who is like in love with like her manager at her store, who's like a 45-year-old divorced man. And when I first saw that, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be weird. But no, it's weirdly wholesome. It's one of the best written shows this season, like especially when they delve into like the psyche of the characters and why they work the way they do. Like they're very well done.
Okay.
Fucking Isekai, or not Isekai. Overlord is a very good Isekai show that's going on in its 2nd season right now. It's basically this dude who was like, imagine like World of Warcraft, like had, their guild is like, hey, the servers are shutting down. And the person who's in one of like the top servers in the world is the last one online. And then something happens when the clock rolls over and instead he's just in that world. He's there. I'm like, that's dumb, but whatever. And him and his entire crew, because they were all top level and had the best gear, are super overpowered. And the best way to say it, like they're the only thing for being part of their guild is when you were making your character, you had to be an inhuman character, like a monster.
Okay.
Humans can use like magic of different like classes or levels. Let's just say level 4. Level 4 is like the highest that humans have been known to use. Him and everyone in his guild can use like a tier at least 7 magic, and him can use like tier 9. So he's ungodly overpowered. And it's just the journey of like, all right, you know what? I don't have anything to do, so let me just take over the world. And it's him slowly working on his goal to take over the world. It's very good. George, you can jump in and name a show if you're watching something this season. Actually, you go on about Inuyashiki, since that's a good show and you can talk about it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a good little show. It's well, are you impartial to CG animation? Do you care about like CG animation?
No.
Okay, well, yeah. At some points, if you hate CG animation, it might fuck with you, like it did with me, because I hate it because Berserk is cancer among the anime community. But
that's bad.
I can vouch for Inuyashiki because I read it. So if 3D
why is
animation
it being pronounced like that? It's just Inuyashiki.
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 Okay.
There you go.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a good little show. It has some cool scenes in it. There is a cool fight scene at the end, and it will definitely tug at the heartstrings. And
yes.
Hero.
I do want to warn that this show gets incredibly like if you know what Gantz is, it's made by the creator of Gantz.
Yes,
and if you don't know,
the show will let you know. The show will let you know it's made by the guy who did Gantz.
I'm looking at the image on my anime list, and I could already tell.
Like, I do not to take away from George's recommendation, but like if you do not like graphic violence, this might not be a show you want to check out because it does delve into some shit like children drowning.
And if you don't like CG, and for those of you who don't like CG animation, the manga is great. The manga is great. A lot of the scenes from the anime are just lifted straight out and are pretty well adapted. I read the manga first before watching the anime. CG's all right. It obviously could be better, but you know, it happens. Still would definitely recommend Inuyashiki. It's a interesting story and it's short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a quick sidebar though. Did anyone here actually give a fuck about Hero?
Yeah.
Hero, yeah.
Which one's Hero?
The young guy.
The villain.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So at first I was like, I really love well thought out and well enough written sociopath characters, because it's one thing to make them just edgy and bad, and it's another to make them actually sociopaths with how they work. It's like, I have the power, and the idea of being a hero is not interesting to me, so I'm gonna instead just do what I want whenever I want. And then he has times where it's his mentality changes, but because of how the world reacts, he can't go down the way that he wanted to change. A lot of it works really well. And there were a couple times I did feel for the character. I was like, if you just left him alone here, this would not be a problem anymore.
There was
granted, he did a lot. He did a lot to cause people to want to go after him.
Yeah, nah, I did not like him. I didn't give a fuck about him. I felt for the people that got caught up in the crossfire, but him as a character, fuck him. He was really well written though, but yeah.
I think the manga makes him a little bit more likable because, but I mean, I can find it. I can see why people would find it hard to like him.
So this is the only question I have for you, James, because you read the manga and then watched the show. And this is the one thing I was like, I would have missed this if I read the manga. Is this the finger gun?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have the same weight when you read in the show? Because he doesn't. The way the voice actor portrays it is perfect. Mm-hmm. It's just said. There was no big action behind it. It's just bang, bang. Just the way, and it's so subtle and nothing, but how devastating it is. I feel like just because of how the voice actor did it, it comes across way stronger for me than if I just saw it in a manga form.
I think the manga form does it well too. I think it has the same weight. But I will say that, you know, voice acting when it's done well will always enhance an experience rather than detract it. So I mean,
Black Clover.
But I would say it has the same weight to it.
What's the deal with Black Clover?
That's the deal with Black Clover.
He's a fairly new voice actor, and man, I don't even want to talk about Black Clover because I have so many problems with that series existing as an anime, not as a manga.
That's fine. We can talk about something else, like Detroit become garbage.
That's good. That's what you wrote down. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you did it off the top.
No,
well, I did when I wrote it down.
Wow.
Detroit become garbage releases May 25th. Don't buy it. Also,
the newest game from Farting Dick and Ball Studio.
Yeah, Farting Dick and Ball Studio. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen the cover art?
I have not.
No, I have not.
How do you like seeing just like 1/4 of a man's face?
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be the artsy shit. All right.
No,
Yeah,
it's not. Like, hold on. I'm going. Like, just Google Detroit Become Human and hit the first Polygon logo, because it's the article is by Polygon is about how bad the art is. So just look it up real quick.
Why? Why is it just like it's not even 1/4? It's like 1/6 of the head.
Yep.
It's just like half of his nose, his eye, his temple, and his ear.
On the actual cover art, you get to see like the top of his lip.
Oh,
which was,
yeah, no, that's 1/4 of the head. It's not much. You just add forehead.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And lip.
Yep, that's it.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Ain't good.
It's ellipses, not great.
Oh
Would you
god,
would you
there's
buy-
better
I know
versions.
you
If you
want
scroll
the
down the
game.
article, there's better versions like Shrek, fucking Eminem from 8 Mile, new funky mode.
That's good.
I know you said you weren't gonna get it, but if they had a collector's edition where the box art's the farting dick and balls that was on David Cage's like drawing board, would you buy it?
No,
Oh
I
man,
would I'm never giving David Cage my money, ever.
You say that.
Oh boy. So Detroit Becoming Human, coming to a Pirate Bay near you.
Yeah, no,
Don't pick
it's
it up
not.
still.
It's PS4. It's PS4 exclusive.
So
Well, fair enough. I guess it'll eventually be. I guess
still don't get it.
Yeah, don't get it. Don't even get it on Pirate Bay. Don't waste your time.
Don't even get it for free.
Nope.
Don't even get it for free.
Yeah.
Gonna still have a very little hope, but there is a chance that it could be good.
Get it for free. And
Actually,
ask for a refund.
no, George.
Yeah.
No, George. It won't, because you want to know why? Because there's a new quote from David Cage. The quote is, "My new game about the exploitation of labor that comes out on May 25th will end exploitation of labor."
Does he believe he has that much weight
Yes.
behind his actions?
Apparently.
Undeniably. Yes.
Oh, God. He's one of those people that smells his own farts, isn't he? Jesus
Oh, yeah.
Christ.
What do you mean?
I made the good fart.
Oops, I made the bad fart.
Jesus.
In better news, Bardock and Broly coming as DLC characters to Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Part of me is still a little salty with that the trailers are already 30 seconds. The trailers are already 30 seconds. Why did they release a teaser trailer that was 8 seconds with just the intro?
I'm
It's
sorry.
an 8-second
And then they
teaser
said
trailer.
it is an 8-second teaser trailer, which is just the intro of them coming in, not them doing anything. And then in their tweet, they were like, "Don't worry." Like someone was like, "Awesome. When are we gonna see the full trailer? When are we gonna see release date?" He's like, "You'll find out very soon." That was February 21st. It's been a week and a half, and they haven't said anything.
I'd like to point out the header to the Destructoid article that I found initially says, "Broly and Bardock coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ. Too bad it's not Bio Brawly. The worst Brawly." I don't know.
Did they actually say too bad it's not Bio Brawly?
Yeah.
Actually fuck themselves. Who is this again? Destructoid?
Yeah.
God, man. They had to be joking. I don't believe they're
It has to
serious.
be.
I can't be. So I have
Literally no one likes Bio Brawly.
I have the English translation for the V-Jump scans that were there. So I'm just going to go over Broly's real quick. His specials are just too powerful. As one might expect, his massive body allows for insane strength and blow your enemies away. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, surpassing the power of
That's James' secret move, the reach blow.
my lips just stretch. The legendary Super Saiyan surpassing the power of a Saiyan. Broly is known for his massive body and incredible strength. For some reason, he is oddly persistent in his need to fight Goku.
He wants to kill him.
Yeah, his level 3, known as Meteor Supers in this game, is called Gigantic Meteor. This super is Broly's 3-bar meteor launch. 3-bar meteor. God, the punctuation is so fucking small with this font. Launch a massive energy ball and have it come crashing down on your opponent. This is his strongest move. Now, Bardock. Broly's stats, which don't really matter until you actually play him. But his ease of use is S, so he is going to be Unga. He is going to be Unga. He's definitely going to be the Abigail character. I bet you. And which means that he will be on George's team. George. Oh, okay. Okay, he's going to be on George's team.
I mean, he's gonna be on my team regardless, whether he is or isn't.
But he's gonna be Abigail, and you know it. You fucking know it.
I don't actually.
I don't think. I think in your heart you do.
Did not. He could be anything. I thought he could be a fucking.
I was hoping he was gonna be a throw character. I was legitimately hoping that.
Nah, dude, he's gonna be the big buff armored fucking hits.
No, I believe that now, but just like before they said anything, and while I was just speculating, half of what he does in his first movie is grab you by the face and slam you into the nearest thing he can find.
And the other half is saying really edgy 90s tier lines like, I am devil and my power is maximum.
Alright, I'm gonna go eat a quick dinner. I'll be back.
I don't think Broly's been much known. I don't think anybody remembers the dialogue from Broly movies, just the fucking savage.
Dude, I remember it, man. Like, that was one of my favorite movies. Like, I legitimately loved the Legendary Super Saiyan movie, the first one. The second one I liked, but not as much. But that first movie, like, it is still my favorite Dragon Ball movie.
So, Broly's stats are he's S for ease of use, power is 2 S's, speed is C, reach is 2 S's, his technique is B, and his energy is S. So yeah, he's gonna have really big armored hits, and he's gonna be able to hit you from far away. Bardock is, let's see, smack your opponents with this powerful move. While it's hard to extend combos with this, it makes up for it with raw strength. Get in their face and ruin their day.
He's a rushdown.
Yeah, he's a rushdown character. That's for his Meteor Super, which has him go Super Saiyan, which I really like. I like that little nod to the movie.
I love that he's in base form and only Super Saiyan for his super.
Yes, that's what I wanted to. Also, this means that I was totally right with that call on the art that was featured in that contest. If you won it, you got 1 of 3 pieces of art, and one of them being Bardock was.
I don't remember that.
I said that like this was like months before the game came out. But that was a thing. It was around the time when I think it was after 18 got announced was that they had a competition. It was some like not it's what's the word I'm looking for when you have a chance to win a prize. It's like a sweepstakes. It was a sweepstakes, and you got a chance to win a piece of art or a PS4 with the game and stuff like that.
I don't think I was part of this conversation because none of that sounds familiar.
You absolutely were, because you were the one I was talking to about it. You just have shit memory, and it's fine.
Are you sure it's not me and George you were talking to instead?
Yes.
Because I don't remember any sweepstakes.
Yeah, it was in a text chat for FG Chads. We talked about it.
I'm going to say that wasn't me.
Whatever. It was, regardless. Anyway.
No, it wasn't.
I love Bardock's fucking, like, name moves. Like, he's got Revenger Assault, Tyrant Spear, and some shit.
Yeah, the only reason I know about that is because there was some dude on Kappa who posted this, and it was just a screenshot of, like, someone else talking on Twitter. He's like, Bardock is a character who did not have much, and they put him in a game to have, like, just to, like, have you pad out the roster. They're talking about for the old games. My only problem with this is why is he built up like a nothing character, but all of his moves are the sickest sounding moves in the game? And he went through a list of like all the moves he had, and I was like, that's great. Up until that point, the only fighting game move I really liked was fucking Urian's was it Tyrant Slaughter?
Thanos also had a shit ton of cool stuff.
Oh, I'm talking about like way back. Yeah, Thanos did have good moves. Like Titan's Decree, Final Judgment, stuff like that. Oh, he should probably mute if he's gonna be talking.
This is a professional podcast, guys.
My dad wanted to tell me that my uncle said that he loves me, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't hear from my uncle. He lives in like Texas, so.
No, I was just saying that like that's great. I mean, I'm proud. I'm happy for you. I was just saying like if your dad's gonna come in, maybe you should mute.
I did, didn't I?
No, you did not.
Ah, well, it's okay. I thought I muted. Maybe I muted Discord or something. Also, so guys, do you guys have the anime music like available now as DLC?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't think I have that. I don't think that's out on PC.
It'd be weird. I don't know if George has it. I don't know if he has the pack, but I do.
Fighters, the anime music pack.
While you're looking
it is
at
on
it, we can
Steam.
talk about
There was just no announcement for it. Lovely. We got a power. Oh, jeez.
But yeah, like Broly is like my favorite non-canon character, and he's one of my favorite characters. I got this quote from somewhere else, but Broly is the epitome of Dragon Ball. He is so stupid, but he is so cool. Like it just works so well. I've always loved his movie and just like how easily he manhandles everyone. And even his second movie, Go Super Saiyan 2, and he's like, "The fuck you think you're doing?" And he bodies Gohan. Like I think he like 3-shots Gohan when he goes Legendary Super Saiyan because he just fights him in the first Super Saiyan form with the blue hair he has.
Oh,
at first
I just found something out interesting. The songs released in the music pack are the TV cuts. They're not the full songs.
Yeah, so they announced that.
Did they announce? No, did they announce that they were the TV versions and not full songs?
They announced songs from the show. And then I guess
obviously they're songs from the show. They've got Mystical Adventure, I'll Give You Romance, Cha-La, Head Shala, We Got a Power, Come Out, Incredible Zenkai Power, We Were Angels Bit by Bit, etc.
When they announced it, they said just songs from the show. They never said it would be the full songs. So when people were saying that, I was like, where did they ever say that?
The other songs are full songs.
I don't think there was any full songs on that.
No, the songs in the game right now are full songs.
The characters?
All of them.
If you're talking about for the characters, those are all unique songs. Those aren't licensed from anything.
But they're still full songs. They
loop. They loop.
Well, yes, but
the songs are like a minute and a half, and then they loop.
Songs are in their TV sizes, meaning they're about a minute and 30 seconds. Why is this the case?
Kind of like what I said.
Second of all, no, this is talking about the songs in the music pack. Second of all, which is the worst part of the pack, they don't even have the original Head Shala. It's the flow version. I don't hate the flow. This is from a comment. I don't hate the flow version, but pretty much anyone will tell you the original is just better. Better yet, why not have both? Pack is $15. Don't even get me started on the songs they could have included for this price. Okay, that's whatever. Let's see. You can't. Also, the Ginyu song isn't the iconic Ginyu song. It's the orchestrated thing. Hokusenkai. Not even the OG Head Shala. Head Shala is really lame. Is the really lame new version sung by that monotone guy for the reboot movies. But fighting to those songs over. Okay. Interesting. Well, okay, it seems like people are not satisfied with it on PC, at least. There's only 29 reviews, though, so obviously take that with a lick of salt. But, interesting. I wonder how the songs are implemented, if they're like music files, or if they're just, if it's like a thing.
This podcast, just to let y'all know, we've been here.
That's fine. Whatever. Fuck it. Technically, I'm streaming until 10, because I'm doing Symphony of the Night after this, so.
Man, I'm gonna go watch a boxing match after this.
That's fine. I'm just explaining.
I gotta be out of here.
When you gotta be out of here?
Probably by 8.
All right. Well, it's 7:15. Give it 15 more minutes. Because I think that is actually is that the last of the news? Have we reached the last of the news?
Surprise! Black Panther was a success. Chrono Trigger released, and no, I do not have a hypothetical. But then there is story time with James.
Yeah, I think we nicked story time with James since we're on a time here now. But yeah, surprise! Black Panther was a success. George kind of talked about it already.
Black people love it. White people love it.
White people love it. Racists, love it.
They're on the fence.
Because it features black people in Africa.
That Black Panther, I see a lot of Trump in that boy. He's good. He's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good ones. He's
one of the good
Africa.
ones.
That's probably racists probably do like Black Panther because the black people are staying in Africa where they belong or whatever the fuck.
Sending other people back to Africa.
Sending them
in
back.
search of this Wakanda.
Wakanda. So and also the mobile port of Chrono Trigger was released on Steam. Don't buy it. It's shitty. It's not even like a good version. The mobile version is terrible. Buy the 3DS version. It's kind of the best one. Storytime with James was going to be me reading fan fiction, but I don't have anything prepared. I don't have anything prepared because I had to hurry. I had to hurry to do stuff, and then I had to go do other stuff, and then come back, and then hurry. So we'll wait for next week for next podcast. But thanks for joining me, guys. Braden never showed up. Showed back up.
He was like, "Yeah, no, I gotta go do something." It's like
he had to eat dinner.
Yeah, he had to eat dinner. Dumb bitch. I'm working on Dojinshi Dan video on a particular production team, so look forward to that. That'll be coming sometime this month. I'll have more information next week. Check out Claude's comic on tapio.io. It's called War. Just search his name, which is
Laurent Valles. It's Tapas, TAPAS.io.
My bad. Tapas.io. So search
You're good.
his name, which you just said. George, you got anything to say? Any social media? Any tweets? Anything?
Nope. Nothing.
Nope. Nothing. Okay.
George, look out for him on Dragon Ball.
Look out for him on Dragon Ball. Kid Buu, Goku Black, Vegeta. Don't play that guy. Rage quit that guy. Don't shake his hand. Don't look him in the eye.
He's a Blanca player.
He's a Blanca player. Kid Buu players, don't look him in the eye. Don't shake their hand. Don't talk to him. Don't even.
I would say that. I would actually say that for Goku Black players, but then I couldn't talk to like half of the Dragon Ball
players,
community.
Player base. Yeah.
Because everyone's playing him.
Hey man, I'm not playing him.
Get him out of here.
Fucking good.
I'm still
him out of my game, and I can't take him anymore.
I'm still playing my good old Yamcha, Vegeta, Android 16 team. So still doing it.
Oh, dude, I've been picking up more combo. Like I've been doing better with 16. Like 16 is my best. And
I like Yamcha. I've been able to do some good shit with Yamcha. I couldn't when we played, but I've been doing something.
You know, as long as you're practicing working on it. Because I'm learning some new stuff. I'm working on it. Like I'm learning some new text and whatnot. I need to get better at recomboing. That is what I'm working on now.
Okay. So I'm gonna stop the podcast in just a little bit, and then we'll be back on after give me a 30-minute break, and I'll be back on for Symphony of the Night. Thanks for joining me, guys. Really appreciate it. See y'all hopefully next week. We'll be able to do this weekly again, rather than 2 months in between an episode. Fuck.
Yeah, that wasn't good. It's just no one was available. Skylar is always off at one of his lowly conventions or something like that. Yeah. Henry's busy picking berries.
Oh yeah, that's the new meme that nobody but us are aware of.
It's been that long. Oh yeah. God,
new memes.
Yeah, basically.
Instead of thinking, go ahead, Claude. Go ahead.
I was just letting them know that Henry has left every type of social media and become a hunter-gatherer, gathering berries mostly.
Yeah, as I saw it with my eyes.
Instead of thinking the 2 month gap between podcasts is a bad thing, we could just think of it as a time skip in a new arc.
This is our Shippuden.
I have grown my beard quite significantly since then, so it is kind of a time.
Yeah, you also haven't cut your hair or showered, so stuff is definitely.
I have showered.
Funguses have grown.
Today. I showered earlier today.
The kids that are in his basement are now graduating, so he has to get a new batch. It's a whole lot.
What was I homeschooling them the whole time?
That'd be weird. That would be more disturbing if he was also taking care of them legitimately and caring for their education.
Gotta raise you guys to be good voters.
It's like, Derek, you have been doing poorly on your tests.
See me after
Looks
class.
like someone is trying to play another round of Cave Explorer. It's like, please no. It's like, well, then maybe you should have got that A. I'll bring that ass here.
Susie, I see you lost the first to 10 in Fighter Z.
Like, you're making the play, and they're like crying, and then like as someone is on like the last set, you just slam down a bottle of lube in front of them.
Looks like I win again.
I saw you drop that combo. Don't fuck up.
Like but when they win, it's like, oh my god, John, you did so good beating me in that first to 10. Looks like you deserve a reward.
Oh, so the winner gets it too sometimes?
Sometimes.
Just someone's gonna get it. Whoever wins, the children lose.
It's a good podcast. What is that, like 2-3 hours now? That's a good podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. You have the numbers on it. What time?
Well, we're at an hour and a minute now, so.
And wait, an hour and a minute?
Yes, because you have to remember the last time was we lost some time because OBS crashed, so it wasn't keeping track.
Oh yeah. Does it have? Are you able to like? Does that still exist, or is that all gone?
Well, it still exists on Twitch, but let me see if it exists on my hard drive.
Because if you do, then you can just like splice those together and it'll be good. But
yeah. Oh, does it still exist? I think it does.
Also, quick question: does anybody know anything about Banner Saga? Or
I know it's good, but I haven't played it yet.
It does exist. That's nice.
Okay, so how hard of a process is that to be like, all right, let me make these into one file?
It's get both files, open Premiere, drop them in the timeline.
Oh, so it's super simple then, from what it sounds like.
Oh yeah,
okay,
super simple.
Cool.
Super simple. But all right, guys, thanks for joining me. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.